Hello, my little birdies, my little cacas. I don't know. Welcome back to the Hangover series. I hope everyone had a great week. I am extremely questionable this week, and that's all you need to know. So my sister's boyfriend DJ thing that I was talking about that I was planning to go to on Saturday got canceled, and one of my friends was like, will you go out Friday? And I was like, shit, like, I was planning to drink on Saturday, so I might as well make up for it by drinking on Friday, because mentally in my brain, like, I had already prepared myself to drink Saturday, so I was like, now that that's canceled, I can allow myself to drink Friday. So that is what I did, okay? It was needed. I had a stressful week, and I had been in my house sitting here for a really long amount of time, and I needed to go out. I needed to be at the bars. I needed to socialize. It was what my brain was needing. So that is what we did. We pre-gamed a little bit. I honestly didn't get that crazy because I was just in a chill mood, like a chill, crazy mood. So we went out to the bars Friday, and where did we start? We started at this bar that, like, plays sports, had maybe a drink or two there. And then we went to this bar that I had never been to. And, like, the front of it is more of, like, dive bar, chill vibes, like, has a pool table stuff. And then in the back of it, it's more, like, playing super fun songs, has a little stage you can dance on, has a speaker you can stand on if you want to get yelled at to get off of it. More of that kind of energy. There were honestly a lot of people in there, and the bathrooms in there scared me because they were like a one-person bathroom moment type thing. So there's not like stalls, like it's just you, yourself, and you. And we went to the bathroom in there, and I kind of hated it because I'm like, wait, what if someone like accidentally has to go not number one and they just can't help it, and then that happens to them, and then they have to walk out and the whole entire bar smells disgusting? Like, they should think about changing the bathroom scene there and put it somewhere else, because that would scare me. I just couldn't get behind that. But I feel like the dating scene here is like kind of weird and interesting and quirky and just not the vibe. One guy was talking to us for a little bit. He bought us tequila shots because I think it was just awkward, and that's what I do when I'm in awkward situations and I don't have anything else to say. I'm always like, tequila. And I think he was the same exact way, so he's like, tequila shots, and we're like, oh my god, please. He also said that I scare him and he couldn't read my vibe at all, and I'm like, what? So that was a little bit quirky. And then, is that my new word? Quirky? I don't know why I've said that like 7 times. I feel like I haven't used that word since middle school, but I like it. I like words that start with the Q. It makes you sound really intelligent. We were walking to the next bar, wherever we were going, and we passed a fire station. And I was unaware that when you are walking past a fire station, you can just invite yourself into the station. I didn't know that was a thing. And so we're like, hey, and they're like, hey, and we're like, can we come inside? Like, jokingly. And they're like, yeah, you guys can come inside. So we go in the fire station. They let us go in the fire trucks. Like, I felt really cool doing that. Like, a bunch of them obviously started leaving because they had to like do their job. And they have like the pole that they go down, which I like forgot that was a thing. Like, that's so cool. That's so cool. And honestly, so hot. Like, firefighters, I want one. But they like chill upstairs, and then they get called to duty, and they just like slide down a pole all cool, like okay, flex. And we're like, can we go down the pole? And one guy was like, no, like, you guys cannot go down the pole, which makes sense. It is like extremely high in the air, and I fear I would have gotten hurt if I had gone down that because I had a little bit to drink, okay? I mean, not that they knew that. They probably thought we were sober, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But my friend went down it, and it was really funny. And I will post a video of it because it's just too good not to post. And yeah, then it was my turn to go down it. But then the chief of firefighters showed up, and they're like, okay, yeah, we probably shouldn't have this girl go down this when he's here. So I was unable to go down it, but they said we are more than welcome to come back. So maybe we'll go back there and I will get to do it. And maybe we will start dating firefighters. I don't know. I think they were a little bit older than us. I didn't really see any that were around our age range, but I also wasn't really paying attention because I was so focused on pretending I was a firefighter in my brain. Whoa. So that happened then. And then we went to another bar, had a lot of fun there, I think. And then my friend lives in walking distance home-ish from the bar that we were at. So we were like, let's just walk home and then I'll just get an Uber from your house. Yeah, what a great idea. So we start walking home to her house. It's probably 1 a.m. and we're walking home and we're just really deep into our conversation that we lost track of time, I guess. And I was like, wait, I feel like we've been walking for 40 minutes. How are we not at your house yet? Because honestly, I didn't even know where we were walking. I've never walked this route before. So I'm like, where are we? And my friend is like, oh, we're almost at my house. There's the arch, because in her neighborhood, there's this light up arch right now for the Halloween decor at someone's house. And we had walked through it earlier. So she's like, there's the arch. I'm like, oh, I know where we are now. Okay. And so we walk up to this light thing and we're like, wait, this is not the arch. Where are we? And then we looked up her house on our phone and we were 20 minutes in the wrong direction of her house. So we basically walked past her house and then walked an extra 20 minutes just for fun, I guess. That's just, leave it to us to do that. So we accidentally walked 40 minutes wrong direction and then had to walk 20 minutes back. And I remember there was a roundabout, trying to figure out this roundabout on Google Maps, and it's turn right, and then we'd go right, and then it'd be turn left out of the roundabout, and we were going in circles around this stupid roundabout. I don't know why we didn't just Uber at this point, but when you're determined to get home by walking and saving a little bit of money, you're determined. And it was nice outside, and I'm trying to take in all the nice outside energy while I can. It's already a little bit cold here. I went to the grocery store yesterday and I was like, dang flabbits. I'm going to DoorDash my groceries when it's wintertime, of course, because I can't do that. That's not an option. So I'm going to make myself walk until I'm there's snow on the ground. So I'm taking in all the walking outside while I can before it gets breezy and cold and chilly and scary outside. So that's what happened then. And then we wake up Saturday and I'm like, okay, I got my day of drinking done. My day of drinking is out of the picture. I don't need a drink. I'm having a fine time, okay? So we wake up Saturday and I was obviously craving my favorite place ever, which is Bagel Authority. I was craving it. I needed it. That's all I could think about. My friend wakes up and she's like, should we get bagels? I'm like, I love that we think the same way. Yes, we should get bagels. So she comes and picks me up. We get a coffee at this coffee place near my house. It is seriously the best coffee I've ever had in my entire life. There is nothing like this coffee. If you guys are ever in Chicago by where I live, you need to get this coffee. It's life-changing. And everyone that I've had try this coffee is like, holy shit. This coffee is insane. It is so fucking good. So we went and got a coffee there. We have her dog in the car because we're going to take him on a walk. And we go pick up our bagels. And we ordered our bagels ahead of time on their website. And I paid with Apple Pay. And I was like, did it ask for your name? Because mine my bagel thing did not ask for my name. And she's like, oh, they'll just get your name from like the Apple Pay or whatever. I'm like, okay, chill. That makes sense. Like, they would just take my name from my card for show. So we go to pick up the bagels, and I waited in the car with her dog. She went in to go get the bagels, and they easily found her bagel. They're like, okay, here's your bagel. And then they're like, we cannot find your friend's bagel. Like, no one has a bagel under the name Eric Canalen. And she's like, well, that's her name. And he's like, we don't have a bagel. Like, what did she order? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, what's her number? And she's like, I don't know. Like, do you want me to go to the car and ask? So he's like looking for my bagel everywhere. He can't find my bagel, I guess. No bagels are named Erica. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't inside. And she comes back out to the car and she's like, you fucking bitch. You put your bagel name as Hot Mama? And I'm like, bro, no, I did not do that. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, I'm never paying with Apple Pay again. So when I was in middle school and I got my first like iPod ever, you know how you could pick like what your phone's name is? Well, I put my phone's name as Hot Mama Air. Not sure why. Don't know why, but like it's never changed. My phone has just been Hot Mama Air since I got my first iPod, and I'm not changing it because that's who I am. I'm Hot Mama Air. Like, maybe I was manifesting that I'm going to be a hot mom one day. I don't know, but that's who I am. But I didn't realize that if I pay with Apple Pay and I order online like this, it's going to say Hot Mama. So the guy's like, oh, I found your friend's order from her email. Tell Hot Mama to have a good day. I'm like, oh my God. I'm honestly so thankful that I wasn't inside trying to find the bagel, because if they found my friend's bagel and then I'm like, what's my bagel? And they're like, you put your name as Hot Mama, and everyone in there's like, who is this bitch? Thinking she's a hot mama? Like, what's going on? It would have been more awkward. So I'm glad I wasn't inside. No one knows that I'm Hot Mama Air. But like, that's so embarrassing, and that's so something I would do. So then we get our bagels and we were like, let's go walk your dog and eat at the lakefront. So that's what we did. We parked, we walked her dog on this trail. It's actually really nice over there. I don't know what it was called, but it's like, you know, by the lakefront, and went on a walk, sat down, ate our bagels. And as we're walking to sit down, we see a restaurant, and I'm like, ooh, like, you know how good a mimosa sounds right now? Because, sorry, but when you're hungover and your head kind of hurts and you just like feel delirious, the best cure is like a mimosa. Like, it just makes everything better. Like, that's just obvious. And she's like, that does sound good. Should we get mimosas? I'm like, yeah, we should get mimosas. Like, I'm trying to do sober October, but like, there's nothing holding me back these days. Like, my friend sent me a TikTok and it said that this year is a leap year. Who fucking knew that? I didn't know that. And so basically in the video, he says that that sober October ends the 12th. And it was the 13th when this was occurring. So I don't know. I don't make the rules. Whoever that man is, he makes the rules. He told me it's over. I'm going to still do sober October this weekend. But then apparently we're celebrating Halloween the weekend before. I thought that we were celebrating Halloween, like, since Halloween's on a Thursday, I thought that we were celebrating Halloween like November 1st and November 2nd. But I was informed that we're celebrating Halloween the 26th, 27th area, the week before actual Halloween, because apparently people don't want to celebrate Halloween in November. So I'm a little conflicted. I guess, you know, either way, I'll either look stupid if I'm dressing up on the 26th and everyone's celebrating the weekend after, or I'll look stupid on the 1st of November dressing up if everyone celebrated the week before. So, like, either way, someone's going to fail. So I feel like, I guess maybe we're just celebrating Halloween 2 weeks in a row. I'm honestly down. Do you guys want to know what I'm being? Fine, I'll tell you. So I'm not being the rat and the chef. I know that I said no one steal that from me, and that's what I really wanted to be. But the more I was looking at it, the more I realized how ugly of a costume that is for me to wear. Because I couldn't be like the hot chef that wears like plaid. Like, I'd have to be wearing that hat. Like, you guys know the hat that they wear in Ratatouille and that chef coat. Like, that looks good on a certain person. I'm not that certain person. This is why I need a husband, because he could wear that and I could be the mouse. I don't want to wear a tail. One time for Halloween, I think I was like a sophomore in high school and I was a cheetah. And oh my God, I wore this like little tights. Because you know, in high school, like, I don't know where you guys went to high school or what you guys dressed up as, but for some reason, when I was in high school, I was like, yeah, I want to look hot as fuck at like 16 years old. And I wore literal tights with a literal bodysuit. That's it. Tights in a bodysuit. Like, basically naked. And a little tail and cheetah ears. And that's all I wore. And I went to my boyfriend's family's party in that. What the hell was I thinking? That is not cool. Like, damn, I want that confidence back. I would never have the confidence to show up at my boyfriend's family's party in just tights and a bodysuit. But, like, slay queen for doing that, but that's really ballsy of me. I don't know why I did that. I feel like I had my winter coat on, like, the whole time until I got drunk because I was, like, scared of wearing that. But I feel like my boyfriend was also probably mad at me for wearing that. I don't know. That's, like, so high school. They're like, don't wear this. You can't wear that. Boys look at you. And you're like, I'm literally a cheetah. Like, this is what cheetahs would wear in the wild, babe. Shut up. Okay, so last year for Halloween, I was Little Red Riding Hood. And I had a very silly, interesting Halloween. I was in Dallas, Texas. And I was Little Red Riding Hood. And it was a good time, I think. But I still have like the corset from it. I had to throw away like the hood because I washed it and it got shit everywhere. So I have the corset. I'm gonna order like a little skirt and like fake teeth or something and be like a vampire on Friday. And then on Saturday, I'm gonna be Dorothy. I've always wanted to be Dorothy. Like, I feel like Dorothy is just so cute. And I feel like I can't be Dorothy when I'm 30 because it just won't be good if I'm Dorothy at 30. So, like, I feel like I'm running out of time to be Dorothy for some reason. And I've always wanted to be her. So I'm going to be Dorothy on Saturday. I ordered this, like, cute corset, little plaid skirt, little red shoes, little socks. And my friend has a dog, so that's perfect. We're bringing her dog to the bars. Just kidding. I wish. But like, I'm glad she has a dog so I can take a picture. I thought that the dog's name in Dorothy was named Teddy, but his name's like Tutu or Toto or something. Toto? Tutu. Toto. Something along the lines of toe. And yeah, it's perfect. I need to get like a basket maybe and put like a fake dog in it or like a frog or something. Like, I don't know. And then my friend is being Glinda. Because Wicked, people were like, you should be the witch, like the evil witch. Wait, is she the evil witch? Everyone's like, you should be the witch. Like, why are you being Dorothy? I'm sorry, but like, I didn't want to paint myself green. Like, does anyone else want to paint themselves green? You can be the witch. I'm not painting myself green. I don't think that would look good on me. I feel like I would look like an alien. One time I was the Joker and like, I dyed my hair green. And I look at those pictures of when I was the Joker and I'm like so scared. Like, who told me I looked good that night? Because they're a fucking liar. No one looks good with green hair. Just kidding. Some people do, but I don't. That was the problem. And I had like the Joker makeup. Like, it just did not look well on me. Like, those pictures actually haunt me. I think one of my guy friends has a picture of us on his Instagram when I'm the Joker. And I'm like, how do I ask him to take this down? I don't want that picture following me. I want that away. I want that gone. I want that in the trash. Blech. So yeah, we'll be Dorothy. We'll be a vampire. That's what's up. No more chef. No more Ratatouille vibes. I'll be that when I have like children or something. Maybe I can be a chef then. And they could be a little rat. Okay, that would be cute. If I'm ever a mother, I'll be the chef. And my little child can be the mouse if they like the movie Ratatouille. which I feel like they have to like it. Who doesn't like that movie? But we ate our bagels at the lakefront, and honestly, I didn't get the lox bagel this time. That is my favorite. But this time I ended up just getting like a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich on an everything bagel. Add cream cheese, of course. Can't do a bagel sandwich without adding cream cheese. It's just everything to me. Even though it was super messy, because like obviously the cream cheese gets like melted down and warm, so there was cream cheese like everywhere, and I was spilling the cream cheese like all over the cement. It looked like a bird shit himself next to me, but like it was just cream cheese. So we ate our bagels. We walked her dog for maybe 10 minutes because we were so focused on getting to Mimosas on time. And I called the mimosa place, and I'm like, hey, what time do you guys stop doing bottomless mimosas? And the lady on the phone was like, when brunch ends. I'm like, okay, and what time would that be? Like, ma'am, why would I know when brunch ends if I'm asking when mimosas end? So we showed up. We invited some of our buddies there, and we had mimosas and had a good time. Our server was seriously the best. We got his number. I think we're gonna go get brunch with him sometime. I honestly really hope we do. His vibes were immaculate. He was just bringing us like bottles of champagne and more bottles. He was just iconic, honestly. Then we went home, and my friend rode his bike to Mimosas, and I'm like, I woke up yesterday and was like, oh my God, wait, did he even get home safely? Did he ride his bike home after Mimosas? That seems extremely dangerous, probably illegal. And like, how the fuck did he get home? I know that I personally could not ride a bike even after having like one drink, because when I was little, my mom didn't like me riding my bike because I was like a fucking psychopath, and I would just get hurt and try to do like flips off my bike and do crazy shit on my bike, but I would always get really injured. So yeah, I guess me and bikes aren't compatible, but that's okay. I do want a motorcycle though. But my friend rode his bike home because I texted him, and I'm like, wait, did you get home like safely? Like, are you okay? Did you ride your bike? What's going on? And he's like, yeah, I fell off my bike on the ride home. I'm like, what? Like, are you okay? And he said a car turned in front of him, and he hit his front brakes really hard and flipped off of his bike and scraped his arms a little bit. What? Why are men like this? Like, yeah, I almost just got hit by a car, rode my bike home drunk. But, like, we're totally chill. If I rode my bike home drunk and a car almost hit me and I flipped off and did a front flip, I wouldn't stop talking about that for 40 years. That would be my iconic story. Like, when something, I don't want to say something cool like that happens, but when something monumental happens like that in my life, I don't shut up about it at all. Like, I would be going up to everyone and being like, do you want to know about this crazy time that I rode a bike and I almost got hit by a car and I did a 360 spin in the air and I scraped my body? Yeah, I do have a story like that actually, but I feel like I've already shared it with you guys about the Lime scooters when I went to the pothole. That's like my story. Like, that actually happened when I was like 17, and I still talk about it to this day because I'm just like, you know, it's your iconic story. I don't know why men do that. I'm never letting him ride a bike home again. It didn't even cross my mind that he was leaving to drive a bike home. I didn't even think about it until the next morning. I'm like, wait, what the hell? This is crazy. He's safe though, so we're good. Just a little scrape on the arm, I guess. Like, I would be stressed in a car because the bikes like have to drive in the street, like they can't go on the sidewalk. I think that's like an everywhere thing, but in Nebraska, like, I was riding my bikes on the sidewalks if I wanted to, or the streets. I was doing whatever I wanted on a bike. But here, like, I think you genuinely have to ride it in the street. Like, I've never seen one ride it on the sidewalk, and I would be stressed. I would have probably hit someone by now because I just, like, that would just stress me out. Or I would be driving really slow and, like, getting honked at. Like, I would just be overwhelmed by the bikers. So that's what happened then. And then we went home and took little naps. I actually didn't take a nap though. I just kind of like sat and like FaceTime my friends. And then me and my friend went up again and we got burritos and watched Tell Me Lies. And now I am all caught up on Tell Me Lies. I only have like half of episode 7 and then I'll wait for episode 8 to come out. But like, seriously guys, I know I've talked about Tell Me Lies like 3 times now, but it's pretty good. Like, you guys should watch it. I need to start Outer Banks still. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of basically all that happened. We told these guys that we were going to Pilates. Like, every time they're like, oh, what'd you guys do this morning? We're like, oh, we went to Pilates, because we don't want them to know that we woke up and actually went and got the biggest bagels ever and coffee and sat at the lake and were silly and got bottomless mimosas. Like, yeah, we did Pilates so that they think we're hot. So if you ever care about that, like, just tell them you went to Pilates. So that is my weekend. That's what I did. That's who I am. And that's who I want to be. That's what I've decided. Like, sober October for those 2 weeks. And this week is a delight. It's fun. It's great. But it's not who I want to be. You know, I like the club and I like the bars and I like getting out and having a tequila soda a little bit too much. And I don't think that's a problem. Like, I work all week long, and if I want to go shake my little booty at the bar on the weekend, if that's what makes me happy, like, I'm gonna do that. And I might as well do it now, because if one day I have children, I'm not going to be able to shake my booty and drink a tequila soda and scare men at the bars. So I have to get it all out of my system now. You would think it would be out of my system by now, considering I've been doing this for a long time. But it's not out of my system because I'm in a new city. So it's like new bars and new men and new people around me. So it's just not quite out of my system yet. And it's just a good time. I feel like I have the best memories at these random bars with my friends, you know? It's just a grand old time. So that's, you know, the song What Was I Made For? That's what I was made for, guys. Tequila. Me. Bars. Yup. What was I made? Oh my gosh, wait, speaking of, have you guys seen, because you know, like, What Was I Made For? And then there's like the meow version, and it's like meow, 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 meow. Meow, like they just meow the whole time. I heard that people were actually singing that at her concert. I want to go to her concert. That's all I have to say. That's what I did this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about it. Can someone text me and tell me what they're being for Halloween? And can someone tell me if they're celebrating Halloween the week before or the week after? Like, I'm trying to figure out the vibes. I love you all. I hope you have a great Sunday, a great week, a great month, and I will catch you guys next week.